Hello, hello, everybody. My name is Artist of Obsessions, also known as Obby, and we're hitting you back at it with another Scarlet Owl Tavern at 12 FPS. Today I am joined by my wonderful, fun, and silly little friend. Hee hee. Hee hee. I'm your friend. You're my friend.
Oh! Hi, you're my friend too, Obby. My name is Cayde, and I'll be playing Shortcake.
And I will be playing Meadow.
Wow!
We. You know what? I've just realized. Have we ever FPS before? I don't think we have.
Oh, this is our first, ever FPS together, isn't it?
I think this is our first ever, period. Which is exciting.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's crazy. I'm excited.
Crazy.
I'm excited. I'm excited. Yay! Okay.
Alright. Allow me to set the scene. It's a very chilly day in Toontown. I know we normally open this up on a bright and sunny day, but bright and sunny days are boring. And after a while, you get sick of the heat.
Yeah, they're overdone.
Spoken by someone who lives in the desert. Anyway, a fresh blanket of snow covers the expanse of everything. From the rooftops to the sidewalks to all the silly little trees, there is a fresh blanket of snow.
Wow.
How does Shortcake react to such weather? Does Shortcake like the cold?
No, actually not particularly. But, you know, it's been a while since he's, traipsed about in a nice fresh bit of snow. It's like, he just hasn't been out, a whole lot, and this is the first winter that he's seen a proper snow, and he may not be the biggest fan of the cold, but he's still gonna take advantage of that. It's nice sometimes. He's fun. Make some snow angels.
It's fun to change things up a little bit. Oh,
yeah.
A little snow angel. That's cute.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing Shortcake getting all bundled up, getting on snowshoes.
Oh no,
and,
no, my friend, he does not change his outfit. He's still in his crop top, his long
No,
sleeve
never mind.
crop
He's
top.
just going out there.
It may be cold, but that's not gonna change his design.
That's so funny. Okay. Fair enough, I was proven wrong. Just walking out into the snow.
Yeah.
Looking like a whore.
What? You what?
Don't worry about it.
Slut that he is.
Slut that he is. I like, please picture with me, how calm it is. How nice. Maybe a few lingering snowflakes still gently falling down from the sky.
Mhm.
And then, from the tavern, there is the sound of a window crashing open. And then, Meadow yelling, "Snow day!" And jumping outside from her window on the bottom. Well, actually, no, she doesn't have a window. From somebody else's window on the bottom floor.
She heard somebody idly comment, "Oh, it snowed, jeez, it's gonna be so cold out," and she immediately ran to the nearest room with a window "Snow day?"
Yes. Just jumped through it and started rolling across the ground.
I think maybe Shortcake had just come outside, actually. And, he's kind of standing out, and he's like, Jesus fuck, it's cold, but isn't it pretty? And then crash! Snowdy! What the fuck? And he hits the deck.
Meadow has like burst out of the tavern window with enough energy that she starts rolling across the ground and becomes like a little snowball with ears.
Yeah. I think Shortcake is just kind of hunched down, hands over his head, and then like one big ass ear. He has big ass ears in his bunny look. Just perks up. Like half of it comes up, the rest of it is too heavy to come all the way up. And he just kind of like peeks out from his arms, and he's like, "Hello."
Meadow like bursts from the little snowball like by punching her little arms out of the sides, and then the whole thing just kind of crumbles beneath her. And she like shakes her head and throws her hands up in the air and like lies back down on the ground. And Meadow herself, her hoodie looks a lot more fuzzier, a lot more warmer. It's changed from like a hoodie to like a snow jacket with a hood.
Yeah, one of those with the little like fuzzy bits on the sleeves and the hem and all. I can imagine it. Yeah, cutie.
Yeah. She's even gotten like her little hands in like a little pair of crocheted mittens.
Aww.
And the very tips of her little feetsies are also covered in like little crocheted like little slip-ons, like socks.
Yeah. Aw.
Oh, it's been way too long since we've had cold weather like this. Oh, finally! Yes! Yes!
I don't think Shortcake knows how to approach this, because this is I don't imagine it's early in the morning, but he's still like, he just came out, and he's already like, the weather's a little bit uncomfy for him because of the chill, but he's still trying to enjoy it and stuff. And so all this loud and chaos is just a little bit jarring, and he's just kind of like, he sits back with his legs like spread out in the snow, and he's just kind of like, "Hello to you too."
Oh, what? Huh? Like Meadow like sits up, and like one of her own little rabbit ears like perk up. Oh, hi! Didn't see you there. Sorry. I got a little excited.
I could tell. Are you alright there? Cause like that was a lot of glass that flew out when you fucking jumped from the window.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm totally A-okay. See? No cuts, no bruises.
Somebody's gonna have to replace that though.
They'll take it out of my paycheck. It's fine.
Paycheck? You work here?
I do.
Oh. Huh.
I tend the bar up in the broom closet.
Oh yeah, that's you. I thought you looked kind of familiar, but I don't think we've ever talked before. Sorry.
Nah, you're good. There's a lot of folks here.
Yeah.
There's still a couple other folks that I don't think I've ever like interacted with, let alone talked to.
Same here. I've heard a lot about I'm forgetting the word. Bouncer. There we go. Bouncer. That's the word I was looking for. The bouncer, Lewis, but I haven't ever talked to him yet. I need to get around to that, and a few others too.
Oh, you should. He's real nice. Maybe not now though.
Yeah.
Meadow sweats looking at the window.
Wait, was that his window?
Why don't we walk and talk?
Fine. Alright. Sure. Sorry, I have the worst sort of memory. You said your name was?
Meadow.
Meadow.
My name's Meadow.
Nice to meet you. Do what?
What's your name?
Shortcake.
Shortcake.
He holds out a hand for her to shake.
She will hold out her little hand and give it a good shake.
Hell yeah.
Aren't you cold?
Oh yeah.
Do you need a jacket?
Okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
Alright, well, if you change your mind, just let me know. I got plenty of spares in my hammer space.
Okay. I appreciate it. Appreciate the offer. Alright,
You stay at the tavern here, yeah?
Yeah, I do.
Cool.
I am, one of the rooms on the ground floor.
Oh shit, me too.
Oh.
How have we never talked to each other?
Honestly, I'm just, like, out of it. A lot of the time, I'm mostly just doing my own thing.
You know what? That's fair. To each their own. I can't sit still a lot of the time. I'm always doing things.
Fair enough. Honestly, I should probably do more, but I'm a very do-nothing sort of guy.
I mean, you don't have to do something. Doing nothing's okay, too.
Yeah, but, like, I just need more to keep myself occupied with. I need to be more social and stuff, I suppose.
You ever thought about getting into, like, I don't know, craft stuff? That's like sitting around but still doing things with your hands and things.
Not crafts, but I do read a lot, and I've thought about starting a book club, just haven't really gotten around to it yet. I've never done that sort of thing before, but it sounds like a fun idea.
I've never been in a book club before.
Me neither, honestly. Like I said, just the idea sounds fun. I don't know the first thing about book clubs.
I mean, I imagine, like, you read a book as a group, and then you get together and you have tea and cakes.
Something like that. Next. What are you, you said you get up to a lot, what sort of, like, hobbies stuff do you do?
Oh, Meadow, like, pauses and, she thinks about it for a little bit. I like to work out.
Yeah?
I get into fights a lot. There's actually a sparring place that I made out here in the woods, cleared out an area, set up some dummies.
Huh. Interesting.
I mean, I collect things. I'm a collector. I like shiny doodads and baubles.
Collecting's always fun. Yeah. Is there, like, a particular part of your collection that's, like, your, prized possession sort of thing?
There's, like, visible sweat drops showing up on Meadow's,
If it's something personal, you don't have to, like, say it.
Best not get into it now.
Alright, fair enough. Sorry.
There's a lot of backstory and explanation that has to go into it, you know?
Well, now you've got me kind of curious, actually. But no, I won't press.
All good, it's all good.
Do you, Not always the best with conversation, I apologize.
No, you're fine. No need to apologize or anything, we're just chilling.
Yeah. I suppose, do you, like... How's your, experience been here so far at the tavern?
Well, I mean, there's been ups, there's been downs, there's been a lot of chaos. Though I, myself, thrive on that sort of thing, so it feels like a place for me, you know?
Yeah. Chaos. Tell me about chaos.
Oh, yeah. Chaos.
One One of the first things I ever did here was, got swept up into, like, the portal sort of situation thing. It was...
Like, Meadow suddenly looks extremely interested. And you don't know why. What, a portal? Wait, portal?
Yeah.
Like...
Uh-huh.
Like, portal leading not from here to somewhere else kind of portal?
What else kind of portal?
I don't know.
It was very, very strange. And also, the first interaction I had with the tavern keeper, I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, and it did not go well. That blonde woman has something wrong with her.
Oh, you can say that again. Jeez.
Anyway.
I mean, how did that go, the whole portal thing?
I mean, it ended up well and... Well, no, not quite, actually. Yeah.
Is this a bad thing to ask about?
Not quite. Did you know Marion wasn't always a robot? Yeah, that kind of happened
recently, actually. I found that out recently, actually.
Yeah. That happened during the portal thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. The very first place that portal took us to was like this, like... It was like our world, but like there weren't any toons around.
Oh.
Yeah, I, like, was some sort of shapeshifter dealy. Not stories kind of shapeshifter, a different kind. And,
Hang on, so wait, you multiverse traveled, but you went into different versions of you?
oh,
Is that what I'm hearing right?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
essentially.
Cool. Like, and I was vibrating, because she's just sitting here like, oh my gosh, other people with multiverse traveled finally. Yes!
I actually want to roll an insight on Meadow because that is probably a similar a familiar reaction given how he and Story met too. It might be slightly familiar.
Yeah, I think an insight roll could work, yeah.
Okay. Okay, I got a 17.
A 17 for insight?
Yeah.
Okay. This is somebody who knows exactly what you're talking about enough to get excited upon the mention of it. Like you know, like when you talk to somebody and you unlock their hyperfixation.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, and she's like trying to hold herself back, but also, you know.
I think so he picks up on that, and he's just kind of like, there's this little look of almost sort of confusion, and then realization, and then he's just kind of like, oh wait, are you like universe hopper or something? Like, have you been to different That's so was Story. That's crazy. How are there so many of you? Well, like, so many of you. I say as if you're not like the second I've met outside the other people that got caught up in the same thing I did.
As a note, there was an eye twitch when you mentioned the story, but Meadow forces that away. Well, I mean, I could not tell you why people are converging of this sort of whatever, but yeah. I'm multiverse hop. Or at least I used to. It's gotten futzy on me now.
Huh. Interesting. How, like, futzy how? How'd you do it before?
Well, normally when I do it, I just literally, like, hop, and, like, she does, like, a jumping motion. and then it goes. But it's it
Hmm.
hasn't been working. I keep ending up back here. And she, like,
Huh.
gestures back towards the tavern, which is probably, like, a lot smaller in the distance now that they've
Yeah.
walked a good ways away.
Yeah, they've been walking and talking the whole time, and he's just kind of like, huh. That's strange.
Yeah, tell me about it. It doesn't matter, though. I'm sure I can find out some way to fix it.
Yeah, I hope so. You seem like you really like it.
I do.
Hmm.
I like to travel.
Yeah.
Like, there's, like, a whole bunch of cool things that, like, each universe has, you know?
He kind
My,
of. Oh, sorry.
my collection is a lot of stuff from everywhere. And I do mean everywhere and everything.
Okay. Huh. That's actually really interesting.
Meadow beams. She's so cheesed.
I guess. Now this isn't really something that I discussed, like asked about with Story, but I am kind of curious if you've been into any of the places that I've been to, even though it hasn't been much. It's just like now, well, now you've got me excited about it.
Mm-hmm. It's exciting to talk about. I'm so. What universes did you go to? What was the technology levels?
Well, I didn't go to many. Like I said, I went to the one that's a lot like ours, but without the tunes.
Mhm.
And that's the one where Marion died.
Hmm.
But you forget how squishy non-tunes are sometimes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyways, other than that, we went to one that was like this fucked up hotel, where we
Like,
yeah.
what kind of hotel? And, like, Meadow, like, squints.
Like
And, like, her ears tilt back a little bit. Was it, like, futuristic? Or was it,
No.
like, something different?
I mean, not futuristic by tune standards by any means, because we do have like the future world and all that. But definitely
Okay.
like
That's not the one I'm thinking about then. Okay.
it like it's it was like this older like it had a lot of
Like
different
old-fashioned-
monsters that we were having to
Oh.
hide from and avoid.
One of those. Okay. Ooh.
One of those? Multiple? Those?
No, there's a lot of universes stuck in the horror genre.
Oh. Oh, that's what you mean. I was
Yeah.
afraid there was like a bunch of those hotels. It was like not great.
Yeah, it doesn't sound familiar. I don't know if I've been to that one.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to end up in that one.
Yeah,
from
probably
sound
for
of
the
it.
best, honestly. And then there was this one that was like really I don't quite know how to describe it, because it was like all of us were like these rock people.
Oh, the gems! I know that one.
Oh.
I've been to that one a few times. They
Oh.
have really good donuts.
Okay. Okay. That's... I didn't expect you to take that away from that universe if you had taken anything at all.
Eh. Listen, the first time I took something from that universe, it was a person.
I didn't mean literally take.
No, I thought it was just, like one of those cool little jewelry things. Wrong.
Oh.
It was a person, and they were very confused, and I had to put them back.
Oh, that is. Oh.
Yeah. I make myself scarce from that universe ever since that happened.
Makes sense.
Mhm.
Okay. Well. I think that's it. I'm pretty sure that's all that we went to. Like I said, it really wasn't much.
Dang.
Uh.
Still, that's more than most people in their entire lifetimes will experience.
So I'm guessing you haven't met many other, like, multiversal people, then?
Well, I mean, the ones who travel around everywhere, there's not a lot of us. There's one or two.
Okay.
I mean, besides myself and Story, I can't really think of anyone else on the top of my head.
Okay.
And again, I don't really talk about it much.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it's kind of a wild thing to bring up.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with talking about this sort of thing, because, like, sometimes people get the wrong idea, and then you have to deal with people wanting to experiment on you. A lot.
Uh-huh.
It's not great.
Yeah? I can imagine. Do you want to talk about it?
It's fine. It's fine. Trust me. Here, look. And then, Meadow is gonna roll hammer smooth real quick. That's a 9. Meadow actually pulls out, you know, like, the Treasure Planet orb?
Yeah.
She pulls out something that kind of looks like that. And she presses a few buttons on the side, and, there's actually a, 3-dimensional hologram that kind of appears just above it. And, like, Meadow, like, uses her fingers to, like, make a few zooming out motions. I keep track of the ones I go to, and I make sure to keep a record of which ones are not good. Here, you see this red one? And she points to, like, a one universe that kind of, like, has... It looks like... Each of these universes look like galaxies, almost. But, like, each one looks unique and different in some other way. She points to this red one, that she's indicated. This one, is kind of like ours, but it's, like, way more cyberpunk themed. I can't go to this one. So I've marked it red on my little map here.
Okay.
Yeah. And then this one over here, and she points at, like, a light green one. This one is, how do I describe it? There's little pocket monsters.
Pocket
not
monsters?
Like scary pocket monsters. There's, like, cute little pocket monsters that you can pet and have as pets.
Oh.
That one is really fun to visit, and they have really good snacks.
Sounds interesting. God, you got me so curious about these now. You're gonna have to show me some of the souvenirs, if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah, I totally can, when we get back.
Yeah.
I've got a couple in my room somewhere we could peruse through, but,
yeah, like, no rush. I'm just so curious now.
And, like, Meadow looks so... She's getting a little prideful. She's getting a little hee-hee, I'm the bee's knees.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe when I fix this whole being stuck here thing, I can show you a few places.
Yeah.
I'd love to show people more places.
Honestly, it sounds like so much fun.
It is. It's so much fun. It's so much fun being able to move around and travel and to not be stuck somewhere.
And, like, from the way you talked before, like, you don't, like, go into a different version of yourself when you do these. Because you kind of sounded surprised when I...
Yeah, no, normally when I do it, I stay as myself.
Huh. Interesting.
Oh, now I'm just curious how you did it. No, let's not get down that road.
I mean, yeah, I suppose it is kind of a long story. Another time. I think it would be fun if we both did a little perception roll as a treat. Yeah.
18 for Meadow.
Oh, I forgot my commands. Oh. There we
You
go.
do an exclamation.
I got it. Oh, wait.
Oh, you use parser.
I just used parser. I did start to use Avray out of instinct since you did, but then I was like, wait, I forget the command.
That's a 12. Alright. Meadow is the one who recognizes first. Or, like, realizes. Like, as you guys are talking, she, like, suddenly holds up, like, a hand, and, like, you see one of her ears perk up and, like, start twisting about, like, a satellite dish.
What's...
Hang on.
Yeah?
I heard a twig snap. That is never a good sign. That is... Why is it always the terrible trope? And she, like, stomps a foot on the ground as she, like, looks around at the trees surrounding you guys.
Oh god. Shortcake is looking around too now, just very on edge.
And after a beat or two, first Meadow sees it, then you. Breaking, like, in the middle of, like, between a few trees, breaking the tree line, there is, like, a little snowman. Wearing a little scarf.
Oh.
With little arms.
I feel like in Toonish nature I'm obligated to say, oh, well, that's not so bad.
Huh. And, like, Meadow squints. Was that there before?
The snowman? I don't remember.
I don't remember either. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Like, Meadow's, like, staring at it suspiciously.
Yeah.
Which, I imagine it's just a little snowman. It's got, like, a big, dopey, smiley face made out of, like, little rocks and eyes.
Yeah.
Like a carrot nose with a bite taken out of it.
It's just a little guy, it's fine.
Yeah, what were you saying? Sorry.
Oh. Well, shit, I've forgotten.
I have also forgotten.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Oh, damn. Hate when that
The
happens.
curse of conversations.
The
I
curse of...
sometimes forget.
Oh. I guess, Oh, do you do much reading?
Not a lot of reading.
Oh, fair enough.
I mean, I might as well start. I've got nothing else to do around here.
I mean,
sometimes.
If you'd be interested at all, I was just gonna say that, you know, I should probably start looking for people to be part of book club. It's pretty much just Story and me right now.
Meadow makes prayer hands. Okay, if we're gonna make that work, I need to tell you something.
Uh-huh.
Okay, it's a bit of a weird situation. Story and I don't like each other. Like, at all.
Oh.
But it's not something we can control. It's like, we look at each other and we hate each other, and we don't know why.
Huh.
We're trying to figure it out, but it's weird, and we can't do it.
That is a little bit peculiar.
Now you're telling me.
Like, how bad is it?
Do you remember that explosion last week?
Listen, there's a lot of shit that happens around here. You can't have, like, expect me to just, like, remember every explosion that happens in the Scarlet fucking Owl Tavern with Tavern Keeper Chloe.
Okay, fair enough. Do you remember the skunk incident?
It's like, skunk incident?
There's a brief montage of, like, Meadow drunk as a skunk, sneaking a skunk into Story's room. And then it getting the poor trio, it getting the poor staircase trio.
Can't say it's ringing any bell, my friends. But then again, like I said, I'm just, like, not around a lot of the time, like, just not present.
Fair
you know what
enough.
I mean?
Okay, well, sometimes when we see each other, we want to strangle each other. A lot.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Sure.
No, I've gone and made it awkward, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm just making a mental note that, you might not want to come to book club then until you guys have that whole thing figured out.
Yeah.
Like, you'd say there's, like, you can't control it at all. Like, there's just no explanation for it.
It's like an instinct. You know, like a gut instinct?
Okay.
My gut says Story bad.
I'll see if I can't look into anything that might cause that. See if I can't help you guys out. But no, that is very strange.
Okay, I'm glad it's not just me. That is good. Alright, cool.
Okay.
I did a little roll.
Yeah.
Like Meadow like is about to say something and then she's like, "Oh, it moved." She like looks behind you guys and you can see that the snowman you saw from before has gotten like right up behind you guys.
I think I think Shortcake whips around when Meadow says that, and then he just kind of like jumps a couple feet in the air, like, yeah, okay, that's close.
Okay, we're gonna back away slowly from the weird snowman that can teleport.
Yep. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. That's... Get away from that thing.
Give me a perception roll. Real
okay.
quick.
Yay! I love perception. Another 17.
Okay. As you're backing up from this snowman and keeping your attention on it, you have the sense to look behind yourself as well to watch where you're going, and you see another snowman.
Oh.
There's another one.
Meadow! And he taps her on the shoulder.
What?
There's another one.
What do you mean there's another one?
There's another snowman.
There's another snowman?
Yes. It's just standing there, menacingly.
I don't like that. Okay. I'm gonna back away from both the snowmen, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Meadow's keeping her gaze on one.
They're flanking us, Meadow.
Squinting her eyes on it.
Yeah, Shortcake's got his eyes on the other.
They can't flake us if we back away the way that they aren't.
Yeah.
Meadow flips them off as they move.
I think Shortcake is occasionally stealing very, very quick glances, like, in the direction they're moving now, just to make sure that, you know.
Every time you look back at, like, the snowmen, they've moved a little closer.
Oh, God.
Which is unnerving. And you can see, like, behind them, there's, like, trails that they're leaving behind. And they're actually getting taller the more they move, because they're gathering snow from moving. It's not great.
Meadow, I don't like this. They're like worse weeping angels.
Their weeping angels are the weakness. Do you have fire spells? At all? Any sort of fire?
I forgot to check that. I do. I have a couple fire spells.
Cool. If these things are dangerous, we may need those.
You know what? Even if they're not, I'm gonna... Well...
You know what? Alright, cool. Blow them up.
Okay.
Here at the Scarlet Owl Tavern, we blow things up immediately if we sense danger. That is our that is our defense mechanism. We cast explode.
Okay, I think 25 hits. Yeah.
I think it does hit. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Roll it then.
Ooh, pretty good ice damage.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a cantrip. So
I've got to keep track of.
I'm just using firebolt.
Fair enough.
He's probably just gonna aim at the one he's already looking at.
Okay. You fling your firebolt at the snowman that has gotten closer, and there's like a startled sound as it like rears back a little bit. Like it moves when it gets hit, and like the little wooden arms like start clawing at its chest where you hit it, and it's melting slightly, and like its head just kind of like caves into its body as its body like melts enough.
Oh, that's
to, like,
sort of
lose
gruesome,
integrity.
actually. Ooh. Sorry, dude.
And like you see like the other snowman like turn its head and look at you like, what the fuck, dude?
Sorry. I actually feel kind of bad about that. Listen, you shouldn't have been so fucking menacing.
The one that's like half melted now is like pawing at where its head used to be before it like puts its little wooden stick arms on its quote-unquote hips, and then it points at the both of us. And the other snowman points at us.
Dude, I'm sorry, okay? You're fucking freaking me out!
And then a third snowman crawls out of the tree line pointing at us. And then a 4th one. And then 8.
Dude,
And then 16. Hey,
Meadow, I think we should get out of here.
I think we should run. I think we should run. I'm just gonna grab Shortcake by the arm and start running.
Oh, jeez. Okay, let's go.
And then, like, as they start running across the snow, the snowmen behind us start following, and it sounds like an incoming avalanche.
Oh god, I think Shortcake glances to where they initially came from, and like the tavern, I think the snowmen are probably between them and the tavern, so going back there is not an option.
Okay, place to hide.
I've got a place, actually,
You got a place? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I've got a place, and, I think, he, like, shifts his arm to, like, go down and grab her hand, and he starts pulling her along, and he's internally apologizing to North because, you know, he swore secrecy, but he starts to take her over to the greenhouse.
Oh shoot, the greenhouse! Okay, that's a good idea.
You know the greenhouse? Oh, okay.
No, the greenhouse. Okay.
Oh, thank God. I had been sworn to secrecy, and I was...
I've also been sworn to secrecy.
Okay.
Now we're secret together.
Now we're secret together. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm not breaking any promises today. Okay, yeah, get inside, get inside. It's warm.
We'll be safe in there.
Yes,
get in there.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. And, the both of them, like, pile inside and, like, slam the door shut behind them.
Sure.
Okay.
Do you think they try to come in here?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Like, they couldn't last long in here, obviously, but I'm worried that they could last. At all.
I mean, there's a lot of them.
There
was a lot of them.
There were a lot of them.
There's a lot of them. Okay. And, like, Meadow, like, goes up to one of the windows and, like, rubs her hand on it to, like, see past, like, the fog that had built up from them entering.
Yeah.
And, like, she, like, squints out into the tree line, and I'm going to roll perception for Meadow. Boop. It's loading. There we go. 17!
Whole lot
They're
of
just
17s!
standing there menacingly. They're out there.
Oh. What are we gonna do?
Throwing something? Is that one throwing something?
Is it?
Oh. And there's like a... As like a snowball hits the window. And then another snowball hits the window with a...
Oh god.
And then there's just... It sounds like gunfire.
Oh my god, it's a fucking barrage!
It's like dozens and dozens of snowballs start smacking into the window. Shoot!
They're
No.
They're gonna fucking break the glass at this point. We can't... North has worked so hard on putting this place together. And we can't stay in here forever, even if they weren't gonna bust the place down, cause...
Shortcake?
Yeah?
We have to kill.
We've gotta kill him, but I don't know.
We have to kill them.
There's so many.
We have to defend our friend's greenhouse.
We do. Hold on. Let's look around. At most we can maybe find, like, gardening supplies for weapons. Maybe.
Yeah.
Give
me an investigation roll.
Yeah. That's just what I was thinking.
I will also do one for Meadow.
Oh god. Shortcake's not finding shit.
Shortcake, but a 16 from Meadow. Meadow's been here, at least once before, so she knows exactly where North was setting up like a little spot to put like all the little gardening tools, like little watering cans and a hoe, and like, you know, like all the little tools, a shovel, a hand shovel, a trowel, one of those claw thingies for the dirt.
Yeah.
But as she like picks these up and like starts handing them to Shortcake, she also takes note of like a few flower pots that are sitting like on one of the tables near the center of the greenhouse, and she like tilts her head. Huh. That plant just moved.
It just It
not
moved.
like a wind moved it. It moved on its own.
God, North, please don't tell me you got another. Does it look violent?
It looks kind of cute, actually. Meadow murmurs, and like she gets closer to it.
Be fucking careful. Be so fucking careful.
She points it out, and like you look at it, and it's like a little. It looks like you know what? I'll just get a picture. Let me get the picture. I'm just screenshotting something from Google Images.
Yeah, fair enough.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's a little green plant which has a bulb with a mouth on it and two little beady eyes, which are currently kind of like in a little snoozing sort of expression.
Oh.
Leaves curled up. There's like a little scarf tied around its stem.
Oh, that's... Okay, yeah, that's not so bad, actually. That's... Oh, thank God.
And then, like, at your exclamation, the little plant, like, peeks an eye open and then, like, startles a little bit. And, make me a dex save.
Oh, God. Okay. Great D20, baby. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. At the 13, there's a thump sound, and then your face gets splattered with a comically large pea.
Oh. Damn.
You're going to take...
Jeez. Ugh.
You're going to take 5 bludgeoning damage.
Oh. Oh.
Oh shit, you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
And then, like, you look over the plant and it, like, its little leaves have, like, reached up towards its little mouth and it has, like, little sweat drops and it's making gestures of, like, oh, I'm sorry, without, like, saying anything.
Oh, no, it's okay, little dude. It's okay, it's okay, actually, we could maybe... Do you mind helping us out, little guy? Because we kinda got a situation.
It tilts in a way that mimics someone tilting their head.
There's like a horde of angry snowmen out there. I don't know if you can hear the barrage of snowballs that are threatening to take this whole, like, shatter the fucking greenhouse. Think there's any chance that you can help us, maybe?
The pea shooter thinks long and hard. And then after a moment, it unties the scarf from around its neck and, like, drops it on the ground and looks ready for battle.
Fuck yeah! Hell yeah, brother! Let's go!
Okay, are there more of you? By any chance, little guy? And then, it nods, and then it gestures to, like, another table where there's, like, a pair of pots with, like, a couple other pea shooters sitting down there.
Oh. Huh. Okay. I see.
There's
okay.
about 4 total.
Okay.
There's another pot that has like a little sprouting one, but it's not big enough to do anything. It's just baby.
Yeah. Oh, little guy. Littlest guy.
Littlest guy.
The littlest guy. Okay.
The littlest guy.
Okay, guys. Okay. And I think Shortcake starts picking up, like, gently, like, if any of them are asleep, gently waking the others up, then picking them up and, putting them...
This is gonna be a really funny roll to ask you to make. Roll animal handling.
Oh, yay! Okay.
For the plants.
Okay.
Plant handling.
Plant handling. Something North excels in, I'm sure.
16. You are successful with, like, gently rousing them from their sweet little slumber.
Oh.
Because it is winter, and despite them being in a greenhouse, it is normally the time when plants go to sleep.
Yeah, the animals are hibernating, the plants gotta hibernate. Except the evergreens, they never fucking stop partying.
Yeah, no. Somewhere in the forest, there's a bunch of evergreen trees.
Having a rave.
Versus zombies style art. Having a rave. But yes, okay.
That was such a dumb joke.
It was so good, are you kidding me? That was a good joke.
Thank you.
Okay, so we got 4 pea shooters, us, and a large amount of snowmen outside. Alright.
Hold on. Let's make sure that there's, like... If North has these guys, it might have maybe something else too. I just want to double check. Because the last time, they also had some funny plants in here, but we had to do just a teeny bit of weeding. But knowing them, you know.
Sweet, I understand. Let's, I don't know.
Hold on. Let me make another roll. I'm gonna make another investigation.
Yes.
God damn it. It's an
8. Unfortunately, your search shield's nothing. We just got the pea shooters and ourselves.
Fair enough.
And at least 16 snowmen.
Yeah. Okay. Alrighty then. Okay. How should we go about this? I don't just want to set these little guys out in the snow.
Okay. Alright. This is our fortress.
This is our fortress.
Maybe we can temporarily remove one of the windows so that we can get these guys to fire out into the cold.
Maybe.
Without leaving the greenhouse.
Maybe. Hold on. I was trying to see if I had any spells to maybe help with this, or if double check and remember if I had mending. I do not have mending.
Okay. All right. Like Meadow's gonna like look down at the plants. Do you guys mind if we put you in the cold for a little bit so we can fight off this threat, and then we'll get you back inside warm and toasty? Pinky promise. And then like the plants consider it. I need to roll persuasion if you want to help, please.
Yes. I will. What's my persuasion again? It's not happy.
Oh, never mind. It's 19. We're
Oh,
good.
Okay. Didn't need my help.
The plants nod and look determined. They're ready for battle. They've been grown for this.
Hell fucking yeah. Okay. Shortcake's gonna take 2 of them, 1 in each arm, and he briefly, in this like prepared for battle state, almost kicks the door open, and he's like, nope, greenhouse, not mine. North
Hang on.
greenhouse.
Get your own weapons ready. Get your own weapons ready. And like Meadow's rolling camera space. Meadow pulls out a bow and a longbow and quivers, like filled with arrows, and pulls out a rapier and straps it to her side. She is now ready for battle.
Hell yeah. I think Shortcake I lost my brain for a second, sorry.
You're okay. Take time.
I think Shortcake has his arms too full of plants to really grab anything else at the moment, but he does have his own, what did I fucking give you? Can't remember. I don't do much combat with this guy yet. It's been a while. Spear.
Good.
He does have his own spear.
His own little spear.
Spear.
A spear.
A spear.
I love spear. Alright. Let's kill.
Let's
Meadow
kill.
says, gently kicking the door open.
Yeah. Alright.
And as soon as the door opened, Meadow scrambles outside and, like, puts the little plants down and has them facing towards where the snowmen are slowly beginning to advance. And,
Running
Meadow is going to pull back an arrow on her bow, and we're gonna roll initiative. Let's go, baby!
Yeah, let's go! Okay. It's a straight D20 for me, baby.
It is a plus fire for Meadow.
Oh god, dude.
So 15 for Meadow. Alright, and you're also gonna roll for the little plants. They're just gonna be straight D20s. Roll for 2 of them.
Okie dokie.
That guy will also go with Shortcake.
Okay.
16. That one's ready for battle. Goodness.
Yeah.
And now I'll roll for the snowman horde.
Yeah.
Nine. Alright, here we go.
Okay.
Okay, so. Plant 3. Alright, there we go. Here is our initiative order! So,
Boy, here we go!
Here we go!
someone could pin map, that would be very helpful, yes. A huge wave of snowmen is approaching.
Yeah.
Alright, I have to keep notes on health for everything real quick. Let me... Alright. I think I am ready. First up
Okey-dokey.
is the plant. Alright. I'm imagining both Shortcake and Meadow yelling, FIRE!
Yeah.
And then...
On
the
your
plant
march, gentlemen!
unleashed. Yes! The first plant is going to roll to hit. I'm just gonna keep it a +2. For them to keep it simple. We're gonna have all the plants have a +2 to hit. That's a 20!
Dirty 20,
And then
baby!
And then each time they hit, they roll 2d4 of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, okay.
That's 5 damage. The first of the plants fire a comically large pea, and it goes flying into one of the snowmen, who loses one of the stick arms.
Way to go, little dude!
Alright, and then Meadow. It's Meadow's turn. The snowmen are still a good distance away, so Meadow is going to use her bow and arrow. She draws the string back, and she, like, focuses on one of the snowmen near the front, and then she's going to let loose. Let me see. It's going to be the longbow, which will be a d8 of damage if she hits. That's a d20 plus 7 to hit. An 18 to hit. That will hit one of the guys.
Nice.
Which means she does... 8 plus 4 damage. That's 8 damage. And then she gets 2 attacks because she's a fighter. And fighters get 2 whole attacks. Oh, baby, it feels good to be fighting in D&D again. Ugh. Extra attack. 20.
Whew!
Oh, jeez. Okay.
This rabbit loves to kill.
This rabbit loves to kill.
The killer bunny of Canterbog.
Okay, so the first arrow did 8 damage. That one, just like, the arrow kind of embedded itself into one of the snowmen. And then just like started sagging down as it moved. The second one, the 10 damage, which is 20 damage if we double it from the nat 20, nails 2 of them in the head.
Woo!
Like it goes through one and embeds into another one, and the first one's head just pops clean off.
Jeez, that's brutal. Way to go.
And then the second one, it replaces its nose with the arrow.
Yeah. Incredible.
Alright, let me mark the health that has been lost, and... Meadow, what do you want to do? Can you do anything? She can't do much. A lot of her special things are melee combat stuff. Which is okay.
Yep.
Alright.
She seems to be doing just fine with that bow and arrow anyway.
Uh-huh. That's gonna be her turn. Up next is Plant 4. Do you want to take Plant 4 for the roll?
I can. I was expecting that I was gonna do Plant 1 and Plant 2 since those were the ones that I rolled for.
Oh, you know what? Fair. I'll do 3 and 4.
Or wait,
then,
no.
yeah.
Did I roll for 4?
I don't remember. Well,
oh
let's just
no,
say
you
I
got
have 3 and
Plant
4,
2.
and
That's
you have-
right. I got myself confused.
I'll have 3 and 4, and you have 1 and 2. That way we keep it nice and simple.
Okay.
That's a 9. Oh, the 9 don't hit.
No.
Oh. The pea shooters, P goes wide.
Oh.
And it gets like such a glum expression, like, oh.
Hey, that's okay, buddy. You did your best. It's okay. You'll get your chance again.
It straightens up and puts its little leaves on the sides of the pot, like hands on hips. Looks determined once again.
Hell
And
yeah.
that's gonna be that.
That's the
that
spirit.
Plant's, that's that little plant's turn, and next up is Plant 1.
Okay. Okay, let me... It's just a straight... Or D20 plus 2? Or... Okay, okay.
20 plus 2.
So out of it for a second. Oh.
You're all good.
Okay. Ah, it's an 8.
An 8.
Yep. Plant 1 doesn't do much better.
Yeah, no. 2 plants have missed their targets.
Shortcake gives it a little pat on its head, though. It's okay, it's okay.
Okay. I have to look up something real quick. Okay. Alright. The snowman horde is up with Shortcake on deck. the snowman horde is going to unleash a volley of snowballs.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
We need to make deck saves.
Oh great. Straight D20s. And I don't think that makes a chief.
14 for Meadow. Let me see. Does that make it? It just barely does. Cool. Good.
Whee.
So keep in mind, 14 is when we avoid this attack. We also have to roll for the plants. Let's keep it just a D20 plus 2 for all their things.
Okay.
That way we keep track of it. This is for plant 3. That's a 10. Don't make it.
For
That one made it.
yeah.
That one did not make it.
This one's for plant 2. Oh. Another 14.
Another 14. Alright, so 3 of us make it, which means they are taking half damage.
Yeah.
Alright. Let me roll that damage. I should also let you know that each of the little plants that we have 40 HP total.
Okay. Beefy little guys. For
Yeah,
being plant
they're
based.
beefy. They were planted by North, and North is good at planting. They're beefy. Right. Let's see. When they do this, it is 6d6. Plus 4. That's 25 cold damage.
That's not good. That's a really.
Yeah.
Should I tell you how much health Shortcake has?
I imagine it's not a lot.
Mm-mm.
How much HP does Shortcake have?
So he started at 44, like, at the beginning. That's his max. And then he got hit for 6 by the pea shooter. And now he's at 15.
No. I may have miscalculated.
He's a wimpy little sorcerer.
Okay. Well then, that's not good. Okay. Well, the good news is that's an ability they have to recharge.
Yeah, he's level 7.
Oh no.
Maybe I
always
made him.
forget sorcerers are like wet pieces of tissue paper when it comes to health. Oh dear. Okay. Well,
The con is just +2.
The snowmen, after unleashing that attack, are gonna advance, and they are now closer. I'm gonna say it's gonna take 3 rounds for them to get to us, and this is the first round. Done. Shortcake?
Yeah.
Kill. Your turn.
Okay. Hold on. Let me look at my. How far away exactly would you say they are?
I can move, like... I have to look. There you go.
Okay.
Oh, they can only move 10 feet.
Mm.
And they moved, and they're only like 30, 40 feet away. I'm gonna be real.
Okay, so...
Or wait, no.
I
was looking at the wrong stat sheet. Sorry. They're like...
Oh.
Frick. Oh, they're more like 60. Okay, cool. Never mind. We're good.
Mhm.
I can move 20 feet. I was looking at the wrong stat sheet. My bad.
It's okay. I have an idea.
You have an idea.
I
What's the
have
idea?
an idea.
Uh-huh.
So, I was originally thinking of using Burning Hands, but that's only within a 15-foot cone. They're not close enough for that.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I have the spell Web, which will sort of, like, slow them down a little bit at least, and also, the webs are very flammable. So, hence...
Ooh. A scheme has been created. Oh, I love
yes.
it.
Of course, I can only do one of these this turn, but,
Do the setup to
Yeah.
unleash the hell later.
Yeah. Okay, so Shortcake is going to cast Web. Yeah.
Mind
okay.
putting that spell in the chat for me so I can know what we're working with?
Do what?
Put like the description of the spell in the
yeah.
chat for me. Pretty
Yeah,
please, thank you.
absolutely. Okay.
I hope you know I'm listening to Plants vs. Zombies OST while we do
Hell
this.
yeah.
Conjure a mask of thick, sticky webbing at a point of your choice within range. The webs fill a 20-foot cube from that point for the duration. Webs are difficult terrain and lightly obscure their area. The webs aren't anchored between two solid masses, such as walls or trees, or layered across a floor, wall, or ceiling. The conjured web collapses on itself, and the spell ends at start of your turn. Okay. Each creature that starts its turn in the webs, or that enters them during its turn, must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is restrained as long as it remains in the webs or until it breaks free. Ooh, okay.
It does say that after I set them on fire, they will burn away in one round, but that's still, you know, a little bit extra fire damage.
Yeah.
So.
And there are trees, like, from where the snowmen are, so I think the webs would be able to, like, fill out that 20-foot cube.
Nice. Okay.
Let me roll...
Yeah.
something real quick. Just to keep things loosey-goosey, but also fair.
Yuck.
I'm rolling that again. That's ridiculous. Okay. That's more like it. 11 of them have been, like, tangled up in the webbing.
Okay. I mean, they do have to do a dex saving throw.
No, true. Okay, let me do it again.
Yeah.
And then if they fail, that's how many that are gonna get caught.
Okay.
Because they were all condensed in that area. How does that sound?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yep.
Oh, what is your dexterity? It's very high for the save. 2. That's 2.
Hell yeah.
That's a grand total of 2. There's 11 of them that are caught.
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah. They have been restrained. Allow me to look at what that does. Restrained means speed becomes 0. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. Creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. That's good.
Yeah.
So we now have everyone has advantage to hit the 11 little guys in the center now. Cool. Making a note of that. Rad. Okay. And I think that would be the end of Shortcake's turn, yeah? Is Shortcake gonna do anything else?
That's really all he can do unless he wants to move, and I don't think he does. He's sticking right where his buddies are.
Are you sure you don't want him to go in the greenhouse so he doesn't get it killed?
Yeah. Well, you said they need to recharge that volley of snowballs, right? So.
Yeah, but what if they recharge it immediately and use it?
Is that what you're planning on doing?
They can. If I roll a d6 and get a 5 or a 6, they recharge it and can use it that turn.
Okay, yeah, maybe he is gonna take shelter. Yeah, okay, no, he's gonna hunker down for just a second.
Just a second.
Yeah.
Fine.
Just a second.
Alright, plant 2. Go forth, you have advantage on your little pea.
Okie dokie. $18.
An 18? Is that with advantage?
That is just the first roll. I'll roll again just in case.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, 18 does.
18 it is. And 18 hits.
Yeah.
Roll 2d4 of damage, please.
You got it, buddy. Five.
They are consistently giving 5 damage to these things.
Yeah.
Like, again and again and again. Alright. That's that amount of damage. Good. That means up next, we're at the top of the round once again. That means it is Plant 3. Go, Plant 3. Claim your destiny. Have advantage on this attack for the ones that are webbed. 14. That barely hits. Good. Let's go. Pug.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4. 6 bludgeoning. Good job. Good job, little guy. Sweet.
You broke the cycle of 5s.
Broke the cycle of 5s with outstanding performance today. Oh man. This is exciting. This is thrilling. This is Hold on, I realized I did not note down something real quick. I'm gonna note it down real quick.
I'm hungry. I gotta get something to eat after this.
That's you. That's you. So gentle. I understand. I am also a little bit hungry, but that's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's so fine. We can get rid of the long pauses in editing.
Yeah.
That's what I do anyway.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, there we go. I noted it down. Cool. Alright, that was the plant's turn. What's it? Meadow! Perfect! Go, Meadow, claim your destiny. Okay, what is Meadow gonna do? Meadow wants to draw their fire, because she has a lot more hit points
Yeah.
than a lot of you guys. Meadow is going to kind of run diagonally and forward about 25 feet. And when she gets to that spot, she kneels down on the ground and she draws the bow and arrow again. This time she has opted to swap for her short bow because she got closer, which means the long bow will now have like disadvantage if she tries to shoot from that close, but the short bow won't. Perfect! Delicious! Time to kill! Alright. Here's the first attack. It's +7 to hit. Oh golly, Meadow, I forget you're like 26! Okay. I'll just do the second one immediately. 15! That barely... Ooh. That's one above the barely, so that's good. They both hit. Alright. D6 plus 4 for damage for the first one. 6. Okay. Okay. I have to write down the totals. Hang on. Cool. Meadow is going to, after this, action surge. She's a fighter, and fighters can action surge and get 2 more attacks, essentially. It's great.
Wow!
Wow.
Meadow, you're so powerful.
Meadow's so powerful. Wow.
Wow!
A 17 to hit. Let's go. And a 15. Let's go. They both hit. Pug. Why do I keep saying pug? I need to delete this from my vocabulary immediately. Okay. First damage. Second damage. Jeezums, Meadow. She's carved so much health away from this thing.
Hell yeah.
Sweet.
Hell yeah.
And then, Meadow is going to... you know what? She's just gonna do nothing else. She's good out here. Alright.
Okay.
The next plant. Oh, wait, she had advantage in all those! Frick! Not too late.
I mean, she hit either way, so...
But she could have gotten more nat 20s! Oh, well, it's fine.
Could've, but it's too late. I wasn't thinking about it either.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's an 18 from the plant that's after Meadow. Good job, little guy. 5 more damage. The cycle continues.
Wow. Okay. Alright.
Alright.
My turn.
It is the next plant. Kill. Oh.
One more go. Come on, you got this, little bud.
Come on, you got it. You got it, little guy.
You got it, little guy.
Oh, he did worse.
It's okay. No, that one didn't happen. It's just a 5. It's not good, but he did do worse.
Oh, this plant like tried to do better, and it goes 1 foot, and then drops like a bowling ball into the snow, and it looks so sad.
It's okay, little guy. Don't worry. You're doing great.
I love the idea of like Shortcake yelling like encouraging words at all these little guys.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so after this one it is the Snowmen Horde. I must roll to see if they regain the death. They don't.
Yeah.
Good.
Thank fucking
That
God.
does mean instead they're gonna make 2 ranged attacks against a target. Meadow is close.
Yeah.
Meadow could be threatening. They're going to aim for Meadow.
Oh.
Why am I talking like this?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Well, at least it's a +0 to hit. Good. I'm gonna have them do 1. It's an 8. Well, it makes 3 attacks. Okay, damn. Alright. That one misses. That one misses. That one misses. Okay, that's good. That's good. They all miss. Some of the snowmen that missed getting caught in the webs wave their arms and point towards Meadow, who ran out into the snow, and they just start flinging snowballs at her, and she just rolls out of the way, out of all of them.
Quit fucking pointing! It's rude!
They flip you off.
God damn it. Don't these sons of bitches know that's...
Alright, well, that's the snowmen horde's turn. A few of the snowmen got closer, but they cannot get any closer. So now it's your turn, Shortcake.
Okay,
What will you do? What will you kill?
I am going to have to try to run in a little bit to start getting in range for the fucking burning hands. I don't think I could make it all the way, though. So...
what range do you have to be?
It's a 15-foot cone for burning hands, so at the very least I have to be 15 foot away.
Yeah, it would probably take a few rounds for you to get close enough.
Yep. So, instead, he's going to get as close as he can, and he is going to cast Firebolt.
Firebolt.
So, me...
Pick off the stragglers that weren't caught in the web.
Yeah. I can do...
19!
Well... If I'm technically, like...
You do have advantage.
I mean, but I'm technically... If I want to pick off the stragglers that are in the web.
Oh, they won't be... Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It'll just be a 19.
Yeah.
Dang it.
I mean, it still works.
True!
Yeah.
Hit it.
Okay.
Kill it.
So, I... hold on. Use your second level spell slot. Oh, wait! I misread earlier. I don't have to cast it at higher levels to be able to do more damage. It just automatically does that when I reach 5th level and higher.
Oh, sweet!
So I can do 2d10
Let's go.
damage. Okay.
Yay! 2d10.
Okay.
Kill.
Okay.
Roll your damage.
9.
9.
9 fire damage.
It's actually 18 fire damage because these guys are vulnerable
Hell yeah.
to fire damage. You fling a firebolt at one of the stragglers that weren't caught in your super cool web magic, and the firebolt sinks into it, and then like this snowman like makes gargling water noises as it slowly becomes like a little puddle on the ground with little floating rocks and a carrot nose that has now formed a frowny face.
No. Damn. Well.
It's dead. You killed it.
I did, didn't I?
Got a whoops from the side. Alright, and then up next after Shortcake is Plant 2.
No, yeah.
Go Plant.
It's regular.
Kill.
Oh, Plant 2. Come on, bud.
You have advantage, buddy. You can do
Yeah.
it. You can do it, little guy. Please.
Oh, it's the exact fucking same.
Susie, no!
Susie!
Susie!
That's very close to Tui. This is not Little Shop of Horrors.
Maybe. Shush. I was trying to say Tui, but I forgot it. Don't worry about it. Right. So that is the end of that plant's turn, which means up next is another plant. Right back at the top of the round. Here is the plant attack. 15! It hits! Cool, that's 2d4 damage. 4. Oh, he's doing worse. But you know what? It works. And then the next plant. Go! Wait, no, is it the next plant or is it Meadow?
It's Meadow. Plant,
Nah,
then
frick,
Meadow.
it's Meadow.
Yeah. Plant, then Meadow, then plant. Snowman.
Mhm.
Shortcake plant.
I think Meadow is going to run and pick off the other stragglers. With melee combat.
Oh, I'm so talented.
So talented! Wow! She's gonna sling her bow back over her shoulder, and then she's going to unsheath her rapier and then run up to one of the closest snowmen that have broken away from the crowd. Just screaming. Just... That's going to be a +7 to hit. Oh, that don't hit.
Oh.
That don't hit.
Ah.
Her swing goes wide. Time for the second attack. A 23 hits, though.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. She swings her sword the first time, and then the snowman, kind of sludges over to the side, and then Meadow immediately, follows it up with another, jab at it. And she's going to do... D8 plus 4... damage. 10 damage! Wow, Meadow. Okay. This one's dead. She stabs it, straight through, and then, it kind of, its little, arms kind of, freeze up, and then, the whole thing of it just kind of schloss over to the side, as if whatever was keeping it upright no longer is there, so it just kind of...
Yeah.
fizzles out.
Jeez. These snowman deaths you've crafted are brutal.
Listen, they're made of snow.
Indeed.
It is brutal with the descriptions as we want, because it's not actually blood. This is how children's TV shows get away with blood and gore without it being blood and gore.
I know.
It's that kind of blood and gore.
Yeah.
Oh.
Shortcake's just
Okay.
kind of like, jeez, Meadow, you're an animal.
Duh. Points to her ears. Alright, it's time for the plant. Advantage, because they're aiming for... Okay, 17, good job. 2d4. Oh, 3 damage. You're
Oh.
doing so good, buddy. You're doing so good, I love you.
Trying your best.
Damage is damage, though.
Yep. Indeed.
Alright. It's time for your plant.
Yahoo! I've got advantage.
Take advantage. They did it! It's a natural 20!
Why?
This is one of the ones that kept missing, too! Oh my gosh! Good job, little guy!
What a good job. 2d4, right? 2d4.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it'll be doubled.
12.
12. Wow!
Mm-hmm.
Good job! This little guy, hypes himself up and, inhales, a whole current of energy and then fires a pea that flings across and gets, 2 snowmen, two of the snowmen. And they just stop moving and kind of sloth.
Hell yeah!
Critical pea!
Way to go, little guy!
Yay! It gets little happy sparkles and poses look at it, what a good job I did.
Shortcake's...
Now it's time for the snowman horde.
Oh.
What were you saying though?
I was just gonna say, Shortcake's cheering the little guy on. Wholeheartedly.
Yay! Yay! It does not recharge, thank goodness. Okay. They have 3 of these ranged attacks, which are just straight d20s. First one is gonna aim at Shortcake. Sorry, Shortcake.
I am a little guy.
Nope.
Oh, thank God.
Second one also Shortcake. 15. Does that hit?
I think it does. Yeah, it does. You wouldn't like how low my armor class is either.
Well, that's sorcerers for you. I'm so sorry. You're about to take 2d6
Okay.
damage again. Ooh, 2d6 plus 2. Ooh, 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 ooh. 7.
Playing with fire.
There was a chunk of ice in that one. Like, it gets you. And it hurts. That is going to bruise.
8 hit points.
What? How many?
8.
I see. Cool. Well, good thing the last one was gonna name for Meadow anyway.
Yeah.
4. Meadow is untouched. Lewis in the chat.
Yeah.
Hubby, you've got to make your fights more chill for FPSs. Wrong. I make my fights fun and challenging. I want my players to get creative. Wrong! Anyway, Snowman Horde is done. Shortcake, you're up.
Okay. Shortcake's gonna get a little bit closer, and I know... Have the snowmen still been moving forward as they go along?
The stragglers, yes. The ones that are in the webs, no.
Okay.
In which there's only, like, 2 stragglers at this point.
Okay. I think he's going to try to use Burning Hands on the, at least on the snowmen that are still hanging about. Multiple at once, sort of daily.
Yep. Okay. They have disadvantage on their dex saves. What do they gotta roll?
They gotta make dex saves. Or no, I was going to... I didn't think I was close enough yet for the snowman in the web, so I was meaning the other ones.
No. Because you spent all your movement to get there, and if you spend it all again, you would be within range, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if I was close enough yet. I couldn't.
Yeah. You're good.
Okay.
They have to make dexterity saving throws at disadvantage. 6. No.
That doesn't make it.
Kill them.
Yeah. Hold on. How much is it? Hold on. I'll burn a 3rd level spell slot on this. So, let's make it 5d6. Eviscerate them. Evaporate them. $18. Does that clear them out?
How do you want to do this?
So, was it overkill that bad?
Got them for exactly their remaining.
Oh, Oh, Jesus. Okay. That's great.
Good job.
Okay. I think, oh, yeah. I think he just kind of, like, runs forward as far as he can and then throws his hands out, and it's just like a wave of fire.
Like a Kamehameha blast.
Yeah.
Of pure fire energy.
Yeah.
You unleash this torrent of heat, and the webbing catches fire, and all the snowmen caught within it are like, they aren't screaming, but they're animating like they're screaming. Like their little wooden arms are catching on fire, and their bodies are like sinking into themselves as it reduces from snow to water to steam. And when, in a matter of moments, just from the sheer amount of heat, there is nothing left. There is no snow. There is no snowmen. There is only like a patch of grass that has been revealed.
Whew.
Holy cow, nice!
I'm honestly surprised I did that much.
Dude, good job! That was cool!
Thanks. I know.
Like the camera pans over to like the last two snowmen, which are the same two snowmen from before, and they like look at each other. One with its headless state of being, and they look at those two, and they raise both their hands. They're like, "Nope, I'm out of here," and they start like scooting away.
Yeah, you better run. I'll get you guys too. Okay. Okay.
Meadow laughs as now that things have calmed down, she's going to usher Shortcake inside because Shortcake is very critically injured.
Yeah.
And is going to scoop up the little pea shooters and put them inside as well.
Yeah.
Because they did such a good job.
Shortcake is, I think Shortcake is, like, actively, like, shivering now. Like, he said he was cold before, but he didn't really show it. Now he is, like, frigid. He's, like, trembling.
You have been assaulted by snowballs. You are so cold.
Yeah.
You are cold to your very core.
There's like a little bit of frost, like, in his hair. And on his ears, the tips of his massive fuck-off long ears.
Yep. Meadow very quickly, like, gives, like, all the little pea shooters their little scarves that they had. And they, like, gives them little pats on the head for doing a good job.
Yeah.
And then, I'm gonna roll hammer space. 7. And it doesn't have healing potions, but, she pulls out a very big, very fluffy, heated blanket.
Oh,
And,
how pleasant.
she wraps it around, Shortcake. And then turns it on.
Ooh. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. Shit, you okay?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. That was a little close. That was...
You're telling me.
Like, Meadow, like, sits down on the ground and then flops back onto the ground of the greenhouse.
Yeah. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe,
Mm-hmm.
maybe we should go to the tavern and get some hot cocoa.
Mm-hmm. I think, like, from behind them, like, within the greenhouse, there's, like, a little crackling sound, and, as Shortcake and Meadow glance behind them, there is, like, a little tree stump, like, in a pot.
Yeah.
With, like, little orange eyes that kind of, like, glares at them as if, like, it had just been woken up from a good nap.
There were more of them. Great. Oh, well, sorry for waking you up, buddy.
This one is on fire.
That would have been useful to have. Anyways, sorry for waking you up, buddy. Thanks for the heat.
One of its roots kind of, like, curls up into the air and then raises down, like, you know, like a hand, like, just doing that, oh, it was no big deal kind of thing.
Yeah,
Like,
don't
whatever.
worry about it.
Yeah. And then, it's just gonna go back to sleep. It's winter. They don't need
As it
to
should.
sleep right now. He go bed. He go bed. Okay, and I think once they're properly warmed up,
Mhm.
Meadow will help get Shortcake back to the tavern,
Mhm.
and she will make sure that they get mugs of hot cocoa because they
Yeah.
deserve it.
Hell yeah.
The good kind of hot cocoa.
Hell
With
yeah.
like, it's made with like extra chocolate. It's got like a little candy cane to stir it around with. It's got
Ooh.
extra whipped cream and chocolate shavings on the top. The good stuff.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
want some hot cocoa like
marshmallows.
that.
I also want hot cocoa like that. Well, I know what I'm making after this. Anyway.
Anyway.
This has been a little delight. Thank you for
Yeah.
playing with me.
Thank you so much for playing with me. Yay! I feel bad for Rada. He just joined.
It's
and
all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Oh well.
Goodness. Thank you for playing with me.
Thank you for playing with me. Thank you for everybody else for listening too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you to our listening audience and those listening in the future. We love you.
Bye.